What is up, you guys? It's Ashley and I'm back again with another video. So today I thought it would be really cool to try out some YouTuber recommended products. So as you can see, I already have my brows done. I will be using products recommended by Jordan Lipscombe. She is a beauty YouTuber on YouTube and I love her. She's so cool and she's from the UK, so she has an amazing accent. I just think she's so cool. But she recommended some of these products in one of her previous videos and I was like, let me see if this will work on me. So my eyebrows are already done. I used the Decay brow blade to do these eyebrows and I have tried this out for a couple of days now. And it wasn't until today where I feel like I finally got it down. I got these brows on in like 2 minutes, which is unheard of for me. It usually takes me like 10 because I'm just sitting there being like extra or whatever. So I've already used this. I'm going to put a short little video on my Instagram of how I use this. So be sure to check that out. I'll put my @ in the description box. I have already moisturized my face as well. So she recommended the Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension, 30% in silicone. I believe this is the one that she used in one of her videos. Okay, so spoiler alert, she didn't use this. And this product. So I, for whatever reason, you know when I started my channel like 2 months ago and I was like, oh, I have super oily skin. Like, it's so crazy how oily my skin is. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just the year 2020, but my skin is dry now. But this was super cheap. I think it was only about like $6 and she recommended it. And so I was like, okay, like I'll try this out too. Well, I didn't read the suggestions on the back, the instructions. I did not look at that. And I just put like a dollop in my hand and just rubbed it on my face. And let me tell you, I really wish I would have filmed the first impressions with this because this thing burned my face so bad. Like I thought it was gonna be like, ooh, like moisturizing, like that's so nice. No, it was tingling and I was like, what the heck is happening? So if I look at the suggestions on how to use this, it literally says, a tingling sensation can be expected after application. It was more than a tingle, let me tell you. Like, I felt like needles were poking my face. I was like, what the heck is happening? But it said if the sensation is too strong, this formula can be diluted with each application with your favorite serum or cream. I mean, not that I would have done that initially without ever using this, but I was like, hey, let's just slap this on my face, and it hurt so bad. So I read that and I was like, okay, cool. So I also use this Olay sunscreen. I don't usually have sunscreens in my foundation because it kind of makes me look ashy, but I put some of that on and it kind of dulled it a little bit. And I've been using it for about 3 days. And I honestly don't think I would buy this again after using it. I mean, it still tingles and I only put like maybe a dime amount and I mix it in with a ton of other stuff and I still get that tingling sensation. And it kind of reminds me of the Buxom lip glosses, you know, the plumping ones, because that's the only ones that they have. Those lip glosses, they're amazing, but most days I don't want to have to deal with that tingling. I cannot be bothered to deal with that tingling on my lips. And the same thing can be said for this. Feeling that tingling on my face every single day, even with diluting it, I mean, it's uncomfortable for me. So this is something I'm gonna use because I bought it, but would I repurchase it? Probably not, just because it's really annoying. So last thing that I'm gonna try for her today is this foundation, also from The Ordinary. And she was talking about how it feels super lightweight, but it's actually pretty, like, it has pretty good coverage. And now that we're going into the summer, my really full coverage Clinique foundation, which I love, it kind of feels a little too heavy. I mean, I'm in Texas. It's like 90 something degrees now because we're in summer and it's gonna get even worse. And so I wanted something that would be a little lighter. It would still cover up all of my discoloration problems that I have, but it wouldn't feel so heavy on the skin, and I would be less likely to like just sweat it all off because it's just like a mask. So I thought I would try this. I did have to order this off of Beauty Bay, which as an American, I've never really used. I've heard of it, but I never used it. And that website, whoever is on their marketing is like, give them a raise, because that website almost got me. Like, I was seriously going to go crazy and spend money, but I was like, no, like, you're here for one thing, get this and get out. So I did. I'll probably be back though. But I bought this online. I'm in shade 3.2N. I kind of just took a wild guess, to be honest. And I did spot, like, test it on my skin before I did this because I didn't want to test out the completely wrong foundation. But I put this on and I did really good, surprisingly. So I thought I would try that one out today. I'm still going to use my same primers just to give it a fighting chance, I guess. I am a creature of habit, so testing out a new foundation is going to be kind of interesting for me because I really hate trying new things. That's what my channel should have been called, Creature of Habit, where you watch me apply the same products over and over and over again, like it's something new. But foundation is something that's really, like, I'm really scared to try new foundations because in the past, anytime I tried a new foundation, I fell in love with it, and then within like a couple of months, it would be discontinued. And so I feel like with the Clinique one, which I feel like I've already said this as well, and I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which I still love, but I feel like with Clinique, I'd never have to worry about that, about them discontinuing my shade. So I just stick with that one because it's like, if I fall in love with something else, they're gonna discontinue it. So why even bother? But I'm here today and I'm going to try this foundation and we'll see how it turns out. So I always apply my foundations with a brush. I just feel like it gives me more coverage that way. But I know some people like to use sponges, so I'm gonna do half of my face with a sponge and half with a brush. I just hate using sponges. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like my face is just wet or sweaty, and that just never goes away even when I set it. But I'm gonna try it. So it's kind of, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's super liquidy, which I feel like this beauty blender is just gonna soak it up, but we're still gonna give it a shot. So I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. And yeah, it's pretty liquidy. So I'm just gonna use this beauty blender and put that on my face. And I hate this feeling already. I only use this beauty blender for my cream contour. And the orange that I put under my eyes to like blend that out, to sheer it out a little bit. I don't do it for this. Oh, I don't understand how people can use beauty blenders for this. Like, I feel wet, like I just ran through a sprinkler or something, and that's not a good feeling for me. I hate it with the beauty blender. I hate it. Or with a sponge. It's not a beauty blender because that's expensive, but I hate it with the sponge. I mean, it did cover some, like you can kind of tell that I'm wearing something on this side versus this side, but I just feel like it could have been more had I used a brush. Maybe I didn't give it a fair shot because I hate using sponges, but I'm gonna use a brush now because that is what I'm used to. Okay. I don't know if it's just the feeling of a brush, but I just like the feeling of a brush a lot better. So I'm going to try to see if this can be built up. I don't know what this claims to be. Does it say high coverage? high coverage. I was thinking light to medium, but this says high. We're gonna test that because this is so liquidy. I don't see how this could be high coverage, but we're gonna try to build this up a little bit. I'm just gonna use a brush because I hate that sponge. I wouldn't call this high coverage. Or would I? I don't know. This is just like a weird sensation because it's so liquidy and light. It feels like I have nothing on my face. Obviously I do. And it looks really nice. Like I look like I drink water and I don't. So, but that's so... Huh. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think you could get there. I think you could get to high coverage if you wanted to. Yeah, okay. I'm literally just talking to myself, but this actually looks really nice on the skin. Like, let me turn down those lights a little bit. But this is what it looks like on my skin, and this is actually really nice. I swear if I fall in love with this foundation and then they discontinue it, I'm going to scream. I mean, this is, okay, all right, okay. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera and then I'll be right back to tell you how everything else works with it because I am a creature of habit and everything else that I do is gonna be the exact same. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so I am back. I have my makeup completely done and everything worked out perfectly fine. My blending was good. The powders went on nicely. I think that this looks really, really good, which makes me super nervous because I don't want them to discontinue the shade because I really like this as of right now. So first impression, A+. I will be doing some check-ins throughout the day. I do have a couple of things that we need to do because we will be having a little cookout for our moms. Whenever it was Mother's Day, my husband was working, so we didn't really get to celebrate with them like that. So we will be having a cookout for them today, and there's a couple of things that I need to do before they start coming. So I'll be running around doing some errands, cleaning the house a little bit. So we'll see how that stays through all of that. I also need to note that I did not use setting spray because I ran out of setting spray. I'm not very prepared. I thought I had everything together and then I went to go grab it and I was like, this is empty. So if it does fall off during the day, I don't know if I'm gonna judge it too harshly. I guess we'll see how bad it is. I will need to go get some setting spray though to like test it with the setting spray to see if it lasts longer. I'm not sure how this is gonna wear on my skin, so it may not even be an issue, but we will see. I will do some check-ins and I will show you how it looks every so often, just so you could see how it's wearing. And that's about it for this little check-in. It is now 1:50, almost 2 o'clock. And now I'm officially ready for the day, which is kind of sad. But I will try to check in a couple of hours just so you could see if it looks terrible or not. And I will see you in a little bit. So here I am at check-in number 1. It is now 4:20, so it's been a little bit over 2 hours, but this is what the makeup looks like. I still think that the foundation looks really good. Oh my gosh, my hair doesn't look really good. I had to go run some errands. I went to Walmart to pick up some groceries for our little cookout that we're about to have. Had to sweep and mop and pick up the floor and like do all the stuff that should have been done yesterday. I got all that done and my face still looks like this. So I really like it. First check-in, still an A+. Hey everybody, so this is the final check-in. I'm gonna end the video here. It is 10:23 at night, so I've worn this makeup for about 8 hours, and this is what it looks like. There has not been any touch-up, so I didn't use any powder or anything like that, and this is what it looks like. I feel like this is normally what I look like at this time of night, so fairly impressed. Ooh, knocking things over. This foundation I'm going to continue to use this. It was kind of a busy day for me, but I kind of want to see, I want to test it more. But so far, I think it looks really good. My forehead is a little shiny, but I feel like it usually looks like that at the end of the day anyways, especially after 8 hours of wear in Texas where it's hot and no touch-ups. So I really, really like this. It still doesn't feel like heavy on my skin or anything. I'm gonna keep using this. I still give it an A. If I were to run out, I would definitely buy more. So if you've never tried this, be sure to go over to Beauty Bay or wherever you can find it, but this stuff is really good. So highly recommend this and this. Stay away from this if you're a little baby like me. But that is it for this video, trying out some Jordan Lipscombe recommended products. Most of it worked for me. So I will probably do some more of this. If you know of somebody that you want to see me test out their products or that they've recommended, just let me know and I will do that for you as well, because you know your girl can't stop spending money. One of my very endearing qualities. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe down below, like and comment who you want me to do next, and I will see you next time. Bye.